Welcome, gentle ladies and gentlemen, and gentle people in general, to the most prestigious night in gaming. Podcasters from all over the continental United States are gathered to celebrate this year's best games, or at least this year's played games. This is the RPG Book Club Games of Our Year 2025. I'm your host, Sam Allman.
I am also your host, Bernard.
And I'm also your host, Trish.
And today is the Monday after Thanksgiving.
And I'm Jeff Keighley. I'm here too.
And today is the Monday after Thanksgiving, and we won't be around to record a normal episode last Wednesday. So we're doing our Game of the Year a little early and recording about a week in advance.
Jeff Keighley insisted that we do our Game of the Year episode really early. That's his thing for some reason.
Yes.
And you know, we have on the show. I'm here. So that was our concession.
So since we're a week in the past, we're not going to talk about our week. We're instead going to dive right in and talk about what games we played this year. And I will go first and get it out of the way, winning the esteemed prize of the game that's so good we're not going to pretend like it's not on all of our lists. It's Clair Obscur Expedition 33.
Yeah, I hate to be like, oh, the most Game of the Year buzzy game is my favorite game I've played this year, but my favorite game I've played this year might be Clair Obscur Expedition 33. It's
So here's the thing. It's not on my list because I wasn't thinking of games we played on the podcast specifically. But even taking into account, it is probably at best my third favorite game of the year.
Yeah, I can see that.
still pretty good.
Yeah,
It's still pretty good. It's extremely good game. We talked about it a lot.
Yeah,
we did. For my favorite game released this year, I could say Donkey Kong Bonanza if I wanted to be a bit of a hipster. I could say Blue Prince if I wanted to be more of a hipster. But it is probably Clair Obscur Expedition 33.
Yeah, it's got the Keighley buzz for a reason. It doesn't have Keighley buzz because his friend made it, which is normally what happened. It has Keighley buzz because it's really good.
Yeah. Yeah, I love it. It's so good.
I've got 9 awards written out, so I'm gonna roll a D10 and actually no, I'm gonna do a D8 because I'm gonna save one specifically for last.
Okay.
See what order we're doing these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, okay. For my favorite game, I've only played the demo of, but goddamn, it's so fucking good. I'm gonna give an award to Unbeatable. I think I talked about that a little bit on the podcast. It is a rhythm game in which it's set in a universe where playing music is illegal, and so as you are doing the rhythm game stuff to play the music, your rhythm stuff is not just to play music, it is to beat up cops who are trying to stop your performance.
Beautiful.
It is
10 out of 10.
Yeah, and the soundtrack is fucking incredible. The story mode isn't out of the game yet, but we have, from what is out, we do have just like being able to play like basically arcade mode, and it's really fucking great. And specifically, one of the original songs in it reminds me a lot of Frontier Psychiatrist, which, God, I love that song.
Yeah, it looks like the release date on Steam is December 9th.
Yep, so the full game coming out in 2 weeks. It's so good, though.
I'm adding that to my Steam wish list.
I think it's already on mine from the last time Trish talked about it. But speaking of Blue Prince.
Yeah, Blue Prince is
I keep hearing great things about it.
Best deck building roguelike Myst game I played this year.
Yeah, absolutely. It broke my brain in all of the good ways, and it made me start a new hobby that I enjoy of taking notes while playing video games. Ironically, I don't take notes while playing podcast video games, which is when I'm required to take notes. But during regular video games, I'll just pull out a little notebook and I'll jot whatever thing I'm trying to remember down in it. And it's been nice. Because Scarlett played Blue Prince with me. So while we're playing Final Fantasy X, we get our first Albed primer and then solve the Albed alphabet, because that's the sort of puzzles you have to do in Blueprints. Is they'll give you one thing and you have to figure out 45 of them. And so from the beginning of the game, we've had in our little notebook is the Albed alphabet. So we've just been translating as we go, which has been fun.
Nice.
So cool.
So, as you may remember, I played a ton of Metroid games this year.
Mm-hmm.
You did.
I played
Which was your
all of
favorite?
them up. Well, I played all of them up to Metroid Prime 2, and then I sort of fizzled out partway through Metroid Prime 2, not because I didn't like it, but just because of reasons. But my favorite Metroid game I played this year was Hollow Knight.
I still gotta
Not
play
Silk
Hollow
Song.
Knight.
I haven't played Silk Song, but because Silk Song was probably coming out this year, I was like, yeah, I'll play Hollow Knight. And it's pretty much as good as people say. Pretty much. The combat is real fun. The graphics are good. It's got a bunch of weird little guys in it.
Love weird little guys. Trish, what are the dice telling you?
The dice are telling me. Oh, delightful. Best update to a game that was already out. Deltarune Chapters 3 and 4. Also, second favorite game of the year, just above Clair Obscur. I have talked about this on the podcast before, and I don't want to get super into it, but I had very high expectations for what Chapters 3 and 4 of Deltarune would be like when they came out. We had, 4 years since Chapter 2 came out? So,
Goodness.
so it's been a long wait. And then Toby destroyed all of my expectations by obliterating them with a Dragon Ball Z energy blast. Deltarune is so far one of the most fascinating and inspirational video games I have ever played. I goddamn adore it. It touches me in a lot of really beautiful places where a lot of other games honestly don't. It has a lot of interesting things to say, and the best part is we don't even know everything it's gonna say yet, because it's still only half of the fucking game.
That's crazy.
I know. Yeah, I love it so much.
I need to play chapters 2, 3, and 4 because I loved chapter 1, but it has the problem which is the same problem that Undertale had for me, where a lot of people who I like and adore and trust their opinion, but they also won't shut up about Over the Garden Wall, which granted is also very good, but it just, those are all the people that were really into Undertale, and so it took me forever to get around to playing it, and then it was fantastic. And then those same people are also really, really into Deltarune. And I know that it's going to happen for the third time, but it's still just yeah, but that's that twee shit y'all like, and it's going to be fantastic, and I just need to suck it up and play it.
Here's the thing, Sam. I want you to play it so bad. I would love to stream playing it with you. I think that would be so fun. I want to stream playing it with you and do the voices with you.
Brilliant. I can't say how many of them are just going to have various dialects of Texan, because that's what
that's great. Are. That's perfect.
So my next one on my list is similar to Blueprints. It completely broke my brain, but it did it in a way that Blueprints was oh yeah, Myst games were good actually, and this is such a unique take on it, and it's doing all this cool stuff. Broke my brain because the puzzles are hard. This game broke my brain because it changed my idea of what video games could be, and that is unpronounceable. I don't know how I'm supposed to say it, but it's Big O with an umlaut and 2 little O's. The caterpillar game where your body's made out of bombs. It's so fucking good. It's insanely good. So it's a Metroidvania, but the skills that you get, or the power-ups that you get, are just being better at the game. So you go through and you're okay, I know how to blow up bombs. And then it'll give you a puzzle where it's yeah, but have you thought that you could blow up bombs this way? And you're oh, that's super cool. And then you'll reach a dead end. And then it'll be oh, wait, that place over there, that was one of these puzzles, but it was way too early and I knew I couldn't do it. So I'm not going to go back and I'm going to do this puzzle. And so literally getting to the end just activates the thing that lets you get out. There are no power-ups. You just get better at the game. It's really fucking cool. It's
That
fantastic.
I'm looking at it right now, and it looks so cool. It also looks like it will break my brain too.
Yeah,
It's
it's
like I will have to grow new neurons specifically devoted to this fucking platforming physics system.
and the best part about it is it never feels like it's doing that to you. Like you go and you play it and you're like, "Yay, I'm blowing up and I'm jumping from explosions. That's totally cool. That's totally fine." And then you by the end of the game, you're like, "Yeah, I know how to do this shit. Let me do some speedrunner hacks ass physics interactions because that's how you proceed to get out." And it's so cool. It's very very cool.
Yeah, I had forgotten about that game, but I had been wanting to play it. I am moving it up in my Steam wish list.
Yeah,
I'm gonna add it to my Steam wishlist because that looks incredible.
what I hate about this game though is I played it in two sittings. I played the first half with the kids early on Sunday, and then I came home and I played the other half immediately, and it was fantastic, 10 out of 10. So I go to talk to Maddie about it because every time game design does something cool, I talk to Maddie about it, and Maddie was like, "Oh yeah, I played that game when it came out." And I'm like, "God damn it, Maddie has no time, notably not on the podcast anymore because they have no time, and yet they played this game in the like 2 weeks since it had come out before I was able to do it. It's annoying."
Damn.
But yeah, very good, very very good.
For the best game I played this year, whether it came out this year or not, it's probably either Clair Obscur. Clair Obscur is the one I enjoyed more, but the better game, the more important game, the more artistic game, the deeper game, the weirder game is probably Death Stranding.
Oh, I mean, I think that wins any weirder game off.
Yeah.
That is a like truly the beautiful kind of cultural artifact of someone with a wild creative kind of bent being given just due to clout and achievements in the industry the space to do whatever he wanted, and he decided to make the weirdest thing he possibly could.
What was that tweet you made the other day, Bernard?
Oh, just about how why aren't more games like this? All you need is for it to be directed by someone who did all these incredibly specific things to build up decades of clout, and then use that to get unlimited funding and creative freedom and just go absolutely wild. And I haven't played Death Stranding 2 yet, but I think I have to give my award for best performance in a game this year to Troy Baker in Death Stranding 2, because I have just watched the trailers for Death Stranding 2, and there are so many lines of his that are just burned into my brain because the delivery is so wild, and he's more the Joker than he was in Death Stranding 1. He's more the Joker than he was when I'm pretty sure he actually played the Joker at some point.
He did.
But it is great.
Incredible. I'm gonna roll a d6 now. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh yes. So this is what I talked about because I've looked back. Please correct me if I'm just misremembering, because as we all know, my memory is fucking dog shit. But I don't think I've actually talked about this game on the podcast at all. I literally was just playing this game also. This game has 2 different awards, depending on what you want to focus on. The first award is feels like an interactive mid-budget streaming show in the best way. And the other award I could give it is best queerbait of 2025. And that game is Dispatch, the game made by the people who used to work for oh god, what was the company?
Telltale, right?
Yeah, the ex-Telltale folks who decided to make a superhero game that is very Telltale. I've played a decent amount of Telltale games. I've not played all of them, but I've played a decent chunk of them. It definitely has the Telltale vibes if you enjoy a Telltale game. But also, there's a much stronger, like, and I feel like this is always true of their games, but it feels even stronger here. A sense of cinematography, a sense that like you are truly playing an interactive TV show and an interactive like HBO show or something like that. Like this is a like prestige kind of TV almost, except it's a prestige show in this case with the sense of humor sometimes of like an Adult Swim or a Rooster Teeth production.
Nice.
Is the best way I can put it. Which is not always the best thing, honestly. And like I said, it is queerbait. Apparently, this fucking thing has LGBT as a tag on some places. It's not on Steam anymore, apparently, from what I'm seeing here. But they have been at least for us partially marketing it with it being queer, and the directly queer elements are there are two queer members of the main cast who are their queerness is barely adjacent focused on. There are no queer romances. There's no obvious queer things happening in this fucking game, and it's frustrating because oh my god, the main character you play as the idea is you play as a superhero who was like a mech suit wearing kind of superhero who loses his mech suit. And so now he has to be a dispatch guy working for a corporate superhero team who are all made of ex-supervillains who are... This is their way out of jail, is to be a superhero team. And you have to be their dispatch person, sending them on calls. And that's an actual gameplay mechanic, much more than a lot of Telltale games have. It's not a quick time event. It is actual little management sim thing that I think is fairly well done. But your pathetic main character guy, Robert, is played by, I think his name is Aaron Paul, the guy from Breaking Bad, Jesse.
Oh my gosh.
And I've never seen Breaking Bad, but he's really good in this. His just pure burnout vibes are so good. And there are two love interest, romance options in this game, who are both women. And they're both great characters, but they should be kissing each other, not Robert, to be honest. Robert has at least 3 dudes who he has extreme chemistry with. Some of them, ridiculous chemistry. One of them kisses him in game, but they don't make them romance options. And it's infuriating.
Oh my god.
This game, it just recently, all of it came out. It was coming out 2 episodes a week for a couple weeks. And now the whole season is out. And I still have only played up through episode 6 of 8. I still have the last 2 to play through. But it's really delightful. I really enjoy it. But again, also, it is queerbait.
I have really been wanting to play that game.
Yeah, looks good.
I do really recommend it. It's very fun.
I love the idea of a game by ex-Telltale people not held down by all the infamous mismanagement and stuff that happened at Telltale.
Mm-hmm. The main cast is also just really delightful. Their chemistry and the dialogue between them is just perfect. Also, one of them is a 7-foot-tall, hot, buff demon lady. So,
Nice.
Perfect. And there's also a couple of really hot guys in the main cast. One of whom is explicitly gay. Also a bit of a dipshit, but that some people are into that.
All right, so my next game is a game from a series that I literally cannot believe got another entry. I made the joke that this announcement was going to be from this obscure series that I like, and then I was right, and it's been the weirdest time this whole year, and that's Survival Kids 2025. I can't believe, A, Konami's making video games again. B, they hired the people who make the Unity engine, not people who use the Unity engine. The people who make the Unity engine made a new Survival Kids game in this year, and it's wild. But it's very, very good in the way that good does not mean great and does not mean fantastic, but it doesn't mean bad. That's Survival Kids 2025. It is a good game. I recommend it if you like puzzly things, especially if you have a little bit of a speedrunner bent to you. Not it doesn't make me want to go back and grind down my times, but it does feel really good when you get to the end and it's you get 5 stars because you did it in 10 minutes instead of in 20 minutes or whatever. And it's a whole blast to play. And it's the only game that I have used game chat for, because that's how you can play with multiple people, is if you do it with game chat.
That I 100% know what you mean about the good is not great and it is not fantastic, but it's not bad. I get you 1,000%. Sometimes you just want to play a good game.
Yeah. Last week before, when I was talking about God Medicine, that's the same thing, where it's good. It's not bad. It's just good. And that's delightful.
In February, I played a lot of games that were good. I played Sly Cooper 1, I played Medieval, I played Infamous, I played Ratchet & Clank.
Sly Cooper 1 is good. I agree with you. It's not anything better than good, but it is good.
Yeah. I played the first Jack and Daxter game. I played all those in February and beginning of March because I just really wanted to play a bunch of good old PlayStation games. And all of them were about 3 out of 5 stars.
Hell yeah.
What award should we give Live Alive? Or Live Alive, I'm sorry.
Oh, that was this year also. Best remake?
I guess. Best episodic JRPG? That was this year, right?
Oh,
yeah, it was. It was finished it in July.
Don't the Emmys or whatever have the best ensemble for shows with good acting but not a standout person? That's what it gets. It wins best ensemble.
Agreed.
Whatever
yeah,
the
that's
whatever the gaming equivalent of best ensemble game of the year is.
Best anthology.
I don't even know if it counts as an anthology though. I think it's just.
You're right. It comes together in the end in a way that a true anthology doesn't.
Yeah, it's just singular in its plurality.
I'm gonna roll dice again. All right. For my award, made me thunk real good. The root trees are dead.
Nice.
I enjoy a good puzzle game. This is not a puzzle game. This is an investigation game. I've talked about it on the podcast before, but if you hadn't heard, Root Trees Are Dead is a genealogical mystery in which you have to try to put together a family tree off of what documents you are given and can scrounge out from the 1990s internet. It is so freeform and so open-ended, and there's so many fun things to dig into and so many different ways to go about it. It's a very special experience, and I would love to find more games that activate that specific area of my brain that actually force me to really dig in and play an investigator, not just play as an investigator, if that makes any sense.
You should play Blueprints, and also my runner-up for best puzzle game, besides the two that I already mentioned, Return of the Obra Dinn. They will scratch that exact itch for you. I guarantee it.
Best DLC I played this year would be the Hidden Treasure of Area Zero for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. I really liked Pokemon Violet. The DLC really surpassed my expectations because it had characters that I really liked and cared about, which is not what usually happens in a Pokemon game.
I am really intrigued. I mean, I think that Scarlet and Violet have a couple characters like that already, but I'm really intrigued by a Pokemon DLC adding more of those. And I definitely want to give it a try. I also keep hearing such good things about ZA. I really want to meet some of these weird fuckers.
ZA is good. It does have some real weirdos in it.
It feels like it has more weirdos than maybe any other Pokemon game in history.
I would have to think about that, but I don't immediately dismiss the idea.
Pokemon Scarlet was also on my list this year, and the award I gave it was Game That Is Finally Playable because of the Nintendo Switch 2.
Most improved.
Most improved, absolutely. But they did a ludonarrative consonants in a Pokemon game, and they don't get to do those. They don't get to do cool game design stuff. They've been making the same game for 50 years, but they do. And it's one of the best ones. Like, it's so cool. I don't want to spoil it just in case you guys haven't done it. But in the climax of the game, they do a thing just because of how the UI is. That's so fucking cool.
It's fucking cool.
I love it. And there are a few other neat narrative structural things where they sort of play with the Pokemon formula that I don't want to spoil, but it's good. I like it.
Yeah.
What's the name of the guy who runs the school?
Clavel? Yeah, Clavel.
He is probably he's not the character with the title professor, but structurally he is that region's professor. He gives you the Pokemon, everything. He's probably my favorite one of those. Yeah. He's so funny.
He's very good.
He's very good. The ones who are the official professors, though, both smash.
Oh, I mean, yeah, obviously. I could not smash that woman hard enough. Are you joking?
Are you saying Clavel isn't Smash?
No. If I could remember the joke name, that he goes by for half the game. I would make that joke, but I can't remember the name right now.
Oh, what is that name? Clive.
Clive.
Yes. I would
Completely
say
unrelated character, Clive.
Yes.
what I would say about Scarlet and Violet and how it fits with the rest of the Pokemon series is it feels like, and I mean, I feel like Sword and Shield was trying to do this and it failed, where Scarlet and Violet actually succeeded at this. Scarlet and Violet wanted to be the Breath of the Wild for Pokemon, and it succeeded in all the good ways and also kind of the bad ways. Like, it did do that successfully. And I think it's a delightful fucking thing, and I need to play more of it. I can't wait to have a Switch 2 so I can fucking play it where it runs better.
Yeah.
It is a new game on Switch 2.
I am noted in very frequently quoted as saying that we don't need any better graphics since the PlayStation 3, and I couldn't play it on Switch 1 because I didn't like the way that it looked. So it is incredibly improved on Switch 2.
Yes.
My god, fucking oh god, the Pokemon Special manga, what they've been doing with this arc, I need to dig into it again from what I've heard. It's so I love that they just turned the girl. First of all, they made the girl the first of the two. They made her Scarlet instead of Violet, which I really appreciate. But also, they made her fucking a weird freak based off of Wednesday Addams.
Beautiful.
Just like they made her this extremely intense, mean as fuck person, and I'm like, that's perfect.
That's so good.
For
so good.
context, Sam had posted in the host chat a panel of the manga with Clive looking silly.
Look at you thinking about our listeners. I never think about them.
Wow.
Who are they? I'm joking.
My biggest surprise this year,
Ooh.
the game that surprised me the most was Ghost of Tsushima. I am honestly not sure why I decided to play it, because to me it's I guess I was looking for a game that was just good. That's what I was in the mood for. However, it turns out Ghost of Tsushima is fucking fantastic, and it's a 5 out of 5 from me. I absolutely love it. It is the absolute best I could ever see. In the Discord, we were trying to think of a genre name for the Assassin's Creed Ubisoft sort of style of map slop. I think we landed on, but it is just
Slop is so good.
It is that, but so much better than I could have ever expected, and the storytelling is really great. Great performances all around. The villain is an absolutely incredible performance. And a really affecting ending.
Yeah, I went from having negative desire to play that game to like installing it on my PlayStation 5 so that I see it more often and I'm more likely to play it because Bernard just talked it way up. And
it do love so good.
I do love a good map slop game. You know, like the Spider-Man games from Insomniac or Map Slop, but they're fantastic.
That's probably the map slop game I've glommed onto the most personally.
Yeah, and so I am very intrigued to have more good ones because I'm about at capacity for bad ones because I've played all of the non-open world RPG Assassin's Creeds, and I'm tired.
That's enough. I mean, I like those games, but if you've played all of them, you've played enough of them, that's for sure.
Yeah. Add on top of that, I've played all of the Infamous games. So it's like I have looked at a map screen with dots on it more than I ever need to.
Yeah, but Ghost of Tsushima, which that's the same devs as Infamous, if I recall correctly.
Nice.
It's just so good. One reason I played it, I'm now realizing, is because Ghost of Yote came out this year. Another big PlayStation game that I did not play, even though I played the previous game this year.
You're up to 3 of those, where you have talked about the previous game to a game that's on everyone else's game of this year list.
Yeah, early this year, I was like, I guess I should play Hollow Knight and Death Stranding and Ghost of Tsushima, so I'll be ready for the sequels, and then I didn't play the sequels yet.
Who needs them?
So These next three games, I finished all of them within the same week because this was GDQ week at the very beginning of the year, and the only thing I could do was lay on my broke ass back and watch GDQ and play video games. So I beat Super Mario Wonder, Xenoblade Chronicles 3, and Final Fantasy 1 Pixel Remaster, like all within a week. And that was a pretty good week of gaming, all told.
Nice.
Xenoblade Chronicles 3 is the best one. And
that's wild.
And that's wild because it doesn't feel like it will be the best one for a while. And there's not a moment. Like there's a moment in Xenoblade Chronicles 2 where it goes from I'm playing a JRPG to I'm doing something very cool now. And Xenoblade Chronicles 3 doesn't have that one, but about halfway through I'm like, oh, I would kill for any of these characters. Like it's so fucking good. It is fantastic, and they need to make
play a Xeno game at some point in my life.
You should.
You've told me multiple times that they're trish ass games, and I'm like, that makes me want to play it.
You should.
I like a trish ass game.
Yeah, and Xenoblade Chronicles 3, like it had so much weight on its shoulders because Xenoblade Chronicles 1 was such a cult classic, and then 2 was a mainstream classic, and it knocked it out of the park in a way that like in a way that it doesn't feel like they would have knocked it out of the park this particular way. Like there's a way where like you follow up Avengers Infinity War with Avengers Endgame, and there's a way that you follow up Avengers Endgame with WandaVision. And they kind of do more of the second than the first one, where it's like they're doing weird things and they kind of don't give a shit that it's their job to wrap anything up because they're just focused on the thing that they're doing. And by doing that, they wrap everything up in like a perfect bow. And it's so cool. And I really enjoy it.
I'm just holding out hope that they'll release a Switch 2 upgrade for it and for Xenoblade Chronicles X. I played so much Xenoblade Chronicles X this year because they released the Switch version, but then my eyes died and I couldn't play video games very much less stare at a JRPG with tons of text on the screen for hours at a time. So I never finished it.
Yeah, the fact that the Xeno games don't have a Switch 2 upgrade yet is criminal because they need it. If these games just ran at 60 frames a second, they don't even have to like fix the weird blurry 720p thing that they got going on. If they just made it that, but at 60 frames a second, that would rule.
And Xenoblade Chronicles X famously, apparently, somewhere in the code has a 60 FPS toggle or something that theoretically they could just flip that on for the Switch 2 version if they wanted.
Yeah.
I'm assuming it probably hasn't happened because probably Monolith Soft is busy.
Yeah.
Because they're always busy. They're always working on like 15 Nintendo games.
Yeah. I'm very excited for whatever they do next. And I hope that it's not Xenoblade Chronicles 4. I hope, like, as a fan of, like, the way they tell stories in the Xeno series, I hope it's Xeno something, and we have the next trilogy, quadrilogy, whatever. But I hope they're not trying to go back to the same well, because they thoroughly tapped it at the end of the third one. And it was delicious, and I don't need any more. I want a new meal, please.
I rolled my dice. For a weird award called "Oh shit, a multiplayer game I actually like." Peak. I think I talked about this briefly on the podcast, but Peak is a really fun multiplayer game in which you play as some scouts who get stranded on a weird fucking island, and you gotta keep climbing up and work together. And it's just a weird, delightful little co-op experience that can be very harrowing, honestly. And it's a fun vibe, and it's really hard to make me do a multiplayer game. I don't like playing video games with other human beings. I like being by myself and experiencing a video game. So getting past that block is difficult, and it did it, and it's really cute.
Nice.
I've heard very good things about it, but I also can't play video games with other people.
They also I discovered jumping into it after having I played it the other day and I hadn't played it for a couple months, and I discovered that in the recent updates they added in. Do you remember in Minecraft when they added in the thing where if you don't sleep in your bed every so often, this horrifying fucking thing comes out to kill you?
Just
No,
like
because
in real life.
Well, that's the thing they added in Minecraft. They did something like that for Peak, where they added in a new hostile entity that is terrifying and literally just spawns if you're leaving your friends behind and climbing too high without them.
wild.
Which I love. It's such a fun video game design. Like, I don't want the players to do this anymore. I will kill them.
That's so funny.
So there are always a bunch of games that came out in the year where I'm at the end of the year and I'm like, oh man, I wish I had played that game so I could put it on my games of the year list. But I don't feel bad about this one because it came out 2 days ago. Is Demon School. I think I'm justified in having not played it yet because it did come out 2 days ago as of recording.
Demon School.
I need to get it.
What is this?
It's the Necrosoft RPG Persona Tactics like.
Yes, okay, it's this one. We talked about this one. That does look neat.
It cites Persona as a inspiration, but not just Personas 3, 4, and 5, also Personas 1 and 2.
Yeah.
So this looks like a Persona 2, but 1 and 2 game. It looks so inspired by that.
Yeah.
This is one of those games that I am looking at it on its like Steam store page. I am looking at it and I'm going, this game looks extremely cool for the people whose thing is this. I am not that person. This is not my particular thing. And I'm so happy for you. I'm so happy for anyone whose weird freak thing is this. And I hope you enjoy it. Because I won't.
There's a part of the trailer where there's 3D graphics and 2D graphics together in a way that looks just like Trails in the Sky.
Mm-hmm.
And that activated neurons in my brain. Other games that came out this year that I really, really, really want to play. Probably the main one is the 100 line Last Defense Academy.
Same.
Oh yeah, So okay, actually, I did bring this up on the podcast. I brought up that I was playing it. I ended up dropping it, honestly. I might get back to it at some point, but I kind of just reached a point where I was just like, I was reminded why I've actually never played through an entire Danganronpa game myself. Which is that I actually find the gameplay loop and the, like, day-to-day play of it not fun or engaging, personally. Even if I like these weird fucking characters, and I'm intrigued by what it's doing, especially with 100 Lines' weird fucking 100 fucking routes thing, I sunk like 2 or 3 hours into it, and I was just like, I don't think this is my jam.
See, I love that shit
It's
in
not my jam.
Danganronpa.
Yeah, that's my favorite shit.
So
I'm really glad.
So I think I'll enjoy that in the 100 line.
I hope you do.
And then there's also Silent Hill F.
Oh, I was looking into stuff about that. That game looks so fucking cool.
Yeah, I desperately want to play it. It just came out the same weekend as my about to be talked about game of the year, so I was unable to play it, but I really, really, really want to.
Yeah, no, that game looks so fucking dope. I've never played. Oh god, I need to add this just a list of doing for another. Hold on. I think it looks really interesting. I think that it is a game I should, if not play directly, I should watch people play to get the vibe.
But since I brought it up, winning my game of the year and the game that somehow lived up to and exceeded 8 years of anticipation, that's Digimon Story Time Stranger.
Of course.
Like, when Cyber Sleuth came out, it was really, really good. And the way that those of us in the know would like tell people to try it, they're like, it looks like a Pokemon game, but it's really a Shin Megami Tensei game. I was lying about Cybersooth, apparently, because Time Stranger actually, for real this time, is a Shin Megami Tensei game with Digimon in it. It is so cool and goes off the rails in the coolest part. And they do a thing that hasn't been a thing since the Super Nintendo. Because in the Super Nintendo, you could be going to the flying continent or whatever in Final Fantasy VI, and you're like, I've played a lot of video game. We're about to go face the main bad guy. This is it. This is the end of the game. And then, boom, surprise! There's an entire second half of the game. Throughout the PlayStations, you would know because they're not going to ship you 3 blank discs. So whenever they're about to face the final bad guy in disc 1, you know something's about to go wrong. I played the game for like 20 hours. And then it's like, hey, everybody, the apocalypse. And I'm like, well, obviously the apocalypse is going to be the big final thing. And it happens 3 times in that game where I'm sure that it's over. And then there is a very lengthy rest of the game. And when it gets to the actual end, pull it off and make it actually worth the several fake out endings that came before. It is so incredibly good. And you don't have to know anything about Digimon to enjoy it. It's just a really freaking good JRPG.
I'm so glad to hear that. I need to play literally any of those games at some point. Maybe when the podcast forces me. Looks at the audience.
Trish, do you have anything else on the dice?
I got several more. I'm just going to stop doing the dice. I'm just going to go down the list at this point.
Go for it.
Instant classic. It is now living in my brain rent-free from the rest of my life award. Slay the Princess. I've still only done one playthrough of Slay the Princess. I need to do at least one more. It is, like, it's one of those games that I heard was good, and I heard I needed to go into it not knowing a ton. And the experience, just let the experience of it wash over me, and it is fucking incredible. I think it has embedded itself into my creative DNA a little bit in the same way that, like, Rosencrantz and Guildenstern Are Dead has, which is, for me, an enormous compliment. Absolutely fucking adore that game. All of the love in the world. Huge recommend if you haven't played it. Also, if you like women, there are some really great women in that game. They're also all kind of the same woman, but they're also not. Next, someone please tie me to a chair and force me to finish this fucking game already. That is Persona 5 Royal. I haven't played it in months. I really need to finish it. Someone make me fucking finish this game, please.
If I could make people really finish games, then Sam would have finished Danganronpa V3 by now, so I can't help you.
I know, that's true.
Hey, I play an hour of it a night now, okay? I beat all of my other games that were secrets. Good. And now I'm playing one that's not a secret, and it's Danganronpa V3. But it has to be a secret because you can't talk about anything other than the prologue to people who haven't played this game yet. So it might as well be a secret game.
Last silly award for the award of New Balatro, but it's not quite as good. Kribish, which I'm currently playing literally as we're recording our podcast right now. That's what I just said is literally my entire thoughts on it. It's like Balatro, but not nearly as good. But it still gives me a little bit of the itch, and I like it. It's a fun little sink a billion hours into it sort of game. And I like a good sink a billion hours into it game.
I can't be trusted with those kinds of games, so I will trust you that it's good, and I will never play
for me,
it.
they used to be Civilization, and I've weaned myself off of Civilization with Balatro and Kribish.
Is that an improvement?
I don't know. Hey, but Balatro gave us a really good The Stipendium song. If you haven't listened to their Balatro song, Number Go Up. Number Go Up is so fucking good. I love how they turned Balatro into a commentary about our economy. And last, my actual game of the year. The best game to... It technically didn't come out this year, but only the prologue was out last year, so I don't think that really counts. Of the Devil. It is not a contest. Of the Devil truly is just fucking... the way I've been thinking about how to describe it and why this is my game of the year... Remember when I was obsessed with Super Lesbian Animal RPG and how that was my game of the year? I think justifiably. Of the Devil is the Nego version of Super Lesbian Animal RPG. It is one of the queerest games I've ever played. But where Super Lesbian Animal RPG is it's very queer and very like left leaning, but in a very like it's just a fun, silly romp, and like there are dark moments and there's emotional stuff, but it's a very optimistic game, and it is about looking towards the future and trying to fight for a world you believe in. And that's what we need. But also Of the Devil is what we need, because Of the Devil is about rubbing all of the inequalities and the injustice and the bullshit of the world we have found ourselves in your fucking face constantly, and doing it with some of the best cyberpunk world building I have ever seen in my life, and doing it with characters who are so fucking gay coded, who are such horrible fucking evil lesbians. I love them. Trying to think besides that. Yeah, I mean, we talked about it before in the podcast. We're going to talk about it in the future. Episode 2 is coming out in less than a month, and I'm so excited. I think it is really fascinating and special to see a game in which the protagonist is not only not a blank slate, which is my least favorite thing with these kind of games, but is in fact like such a fascinating viewpoint to play through, because they are the kind of character that we are told in most media to not empathize with. We are told that this is the kind of characters that are the bad guy, possibly just from birth. They are evil, they are horrible people. Our society is in many ways our justice system is built on seeing them as disposable and people who need to be locked away forever. And taking a character like that and making them our protagonist and making them someone we see this entire world through and we get to understand and we get to feel for is, I don't want to say revolutionary, but it's meaningful and it's needed, because we can't dehumanize people like that. That's all I had to say about that. That's my last one.
Nice. Anything else from you, Bernard?
Mario Kart World is really fucking good, and I think the haters have bad takes.
I'm gonna agree, even if I haven't played it.
Yeah, I really enjoyed Mario Kart World. The weird thing for me is that it doesn't have sticking power the way that Mario Kart 8 did for me. Like, I would load up and play Mario Kart 8 with the kids anytime I wanted, and I haven't had that urge since I played through and unlocked all the cups and everything. I enjoyed my time with it, and I think it's very good. It just, for some reason, isn't hitting as hard. I also think all of the haters are being haters and bad. I just think it's fine. That's why it wasn't on my list.
There are a couple of games that aren't out yet that are coming out this year that I'm very interested in, such as Detective Instinct Farewell My Beloved, coming out on the 26th, in 4 days. A game very inspired by Japanese-style adventure games. Obviously, specifically, if you look at the trailer, Ace Attorney is clearly a big inspiration, but also looks like it's inspired by things like Famicom Detective Club and stuff. And then also Angeline Era looks really weird and good. I want to play it, but I don't really know much else about it except that I want to play it. It looks really weird, and I don't know how to describe it. I really want to play Fantasy Life I, The Girl Who Steals Time.
Mm-hmm. Me too.
I never played the original Fantasy Life, but it was a game that I always wanted to play.
I also wanted to play that video game.
And I hear that Fantasy Life I, The Girl Who Steals Time, is even better.
Why is she stealing time, though?
God forbid women have hobbies.
That's true. God, I would have put that for Morgan above the Devil now. God forbid women have hobbies. I'm sorry, she needs to get out of the house. Okay, that's it. That's the whole thing.
I also really want to play Ball Pit. It looks like it's probably sink hundreds of hours into it type of game. Ball Pit is a brick-breaking, ball-fusing, base-building survival roguelite, is what the Steam page says.
Yeah, there was a while on like mobile gaming where you aim where you're going to shoot a bunch of balls and then they bounce around and you have to get everything knocked out of the way. It's that plus Balatro, and it looks very very cool. And
horrific, incredible.
I also would seek hundreds and hundreds of hours into it, so I'm also not going to play it.
But you know what the best game released in 2025 was?
Tell me.
Possum
Boy, Ballad of Joey Virginia. Obviously.
Oh my God, you're correct. That is the only good. That's the only answer that's reasonable for any human being to give.
Yes. It's on Steam now for less than $5.
Get it?
Get it now. That will do it for the week. If you like what you heard today, none of our episodes are like this except for one every year. But why not check us out over on www.rpgbook.club, where any and all donations will help us offset the cost of running the show. If you donate $1 a month, you'll become one of our gadabouts and get access to our bonus feed filled with after shows for every episode, as well as bonus seasons of the show, such as Tales of Podcastia, The Escape Pod, and the JRPG Canon. And if you up your donation to $5 or more each month, you can become one of our warriors and get your name read at the end of every episode, a little like this. Shoutouts to Dragon Slayer 19, Freddy Rodriguez, and Jethro Prime. And then if you really, really love us and you want to become one of our luminaries, you can donate $20 or more a month and get a short one-sentence shout-out or advert right at the end of each episode, kind of like this. Shoutouts to Kildranas, who says to check out Podcasters Assemble. It's a documentary-style, crowdsourced movie, hype, and rewatch podcast. Every season, podcasters from around the world are assembled to review, reminisce, and riff on a popular franchise. Shoutouts to Vimk, who says, his hand went to the long knife kept over one shoulder in a mold-splattered sheath, which he twitched to show a thin slice of blade. But at that, Gideon was on her feet with her scabbard held before her like a shield. And then shoutouts to It's Clear Time, who says, for you TTRPG nerds, check out Fabula Ultima. I'm not affiliated with the game, I just think it's neat. For RPG Book Club, I've been Sam.
I'm Bernard.
And I'm Trish.
Toodaloo, folks.
Bye-bye.